My name's Luke Spehar. I'm a full-time Catholic musician, a father of 5, been married 10 years. We live here in West St. Paul, and we go to St. Joe's. So I think the topic of music, especially in the context of your Sunday practices or Saturday and Sunday practices, so wonderful to just explore as a family, as a married couple. And I have a bunch of young kids, so I love thinking about how to incorporate music into how we kind of worship the Lord and how we praise God, and how we kind of get our hearts right for the weekend, I guess. When I was growing up, Saturday evening was just very dedicated time to having a really good meal at the table with all my siblings. I come from a family of 5, and we would bust out these instruments. My parents would kind of lead the charge, and they'd say, "Get your instruments," and there was a kind of a wooden box full of all sorts of little types of things that little kids could play, like triangles, wooden blocks, tambourines, kazoos, like literally just a bunch of fun instruments that little kids would like totally get into. And my dad, though he's not kind of a trained musician at all, had a mandolin and just would play a few chords on a mandolin. And we would just sing, like as little kids, we'd just sing. But I remember from very early years that being a really fun experience for us. Nowadays, for my family, we do try to take that kind of Lord's Day, that Saturday evening into all the way through Sunday, really kind of seriously try to really be intentional about that time as a family. For us, especially in the liturgical seasons of like Advent or Lent, we love to, we have a piano bench and we just put kind of a tablecloth over that, like a white tablecloth. We have a couple different candles that we put on either end, and then each of our daughters or one of our kids gets to turn or has a turn lighting the candles, and then we sing. We'll sing some song that's pretty typical that we'd all know for that liturgical season. So for like Advent, of course, the big classic song there is O Come, Emmanuel. And so we just all take a turn leading O Come, Emmanuel as we begin that time of prayer together. And I think music has a real power to just kind of like lift you out of yourself. Just being able to sing, even if you're not a good singer, it doesn't really matter. It just kind of gets you out of yourself. And I think it kind of lines up your spirit with the Lord, like just singing out. And we have examples in the Bible of where music is so critical for worship. You have David singing all these psalms and dancing around and singing. He's not overcomplicating it at all. He just knows that his voice is kind of part of the prayer. You have Augustine's famous quote, "When you sing, you pray twice." And then if you look even to our liturgies and Mass, where you have these moments in the Mass with the choirs of angels, we lift up our voice and sing, "Holy, holy, holy." And so when we're singing, I think in a very real way, we're literally singing and harmonizing with angels, with the cloud of witnesses and the saints in heaven. So we're joining in that song that's currently happening all the time in heaven. And I think that's a really profound thought and really kind of reality for us. I think when it comes to like family life, just don't overcomplicate it. There's no real reason. Kids love anything that has to do with dancing, with singing. You could do like a Pandora or Spotify playlist of Christian artists and just have that playing in your home all the way from Saturday evening through the end of Sunday, and just to make your home kind of a prayerful space. And it could be anything contemporary from like KTIS if you're local, all the way to maybe you enjoy something more traditional like Gregorian chant or something, and just having kind of make your home a bit of a sacred space. It's very easy to do that. Just kind of put on that music and make it an intentional thing. I think one of the things that music does better than almost any other medium is bring beauty into the home. It just really brings beauty to the surface, I guess. And so as you think about how you're going to kind of reclaim and really enter into the Lord's Day, beauty is going to be an incredible part of that. And music can really enhance the beauty of your intentional practices at home. And so I just really encourage everyone to find some way to bring music into that Lord's Day experience. It'll enhance it, it'll make it more beautiful, more prayerful, and make that Lord's Day more intentional for your whole family.